Wabam, a flashlight. Not just any flashlight, but my favorite flashlight, the Fenix PD35. This flashlight, which I would also consider to be a survival tool or an everyday carry essential, where you're not allowed to carry a gun or where you just absolutely are not able to carry a gun, you can carry something like this. But some of the specs about it, it is a digital flashlight. It is bright. This is in the outdoor mode. This is pumping out 960 lumens, which is a lot, and it is sufficient. Is more better? Sure, I guess, but 960 lumens, or this, the maximum, what do they call it? They have a certain turbo, the turbo mode. This is the, right there, that is the turbo mode. 960 lumens. This, I have gotten in the habit of carrying this all the time in my front left pocket, and it is fantastic. It's been so useful to me, and I talk about this, I've carried this for over a year now. I haven't just started carrying it. I wanted to really carry this for a long time. Try different batteries, try the off-brand. Inside here is the actual Fenix 2600 battery that they recommend that you run in this. It does make a difference, by the way, if you were thinking that real quick. The bulb is a Cree XM L2 LED and has a lifespan of 50,000 hours. I abuse this light. I run it all the time. I would say honestly every day. It gets a lot of use. The low voltage warning function to remind you to replace the battery works. Useful. It uses the battery that it's given very well. It does not just blow through it. Even on the crappier batteries, it somehow uses them a lot better than other flashlights do, and it seems to just last longer. And that whole accidental leave-on thing, that has only happened to me one time. It does not happen, and that's from something I really want to point out here, is this incredible design. There's arches to the design here, which not only are lanyard points, if that's what you are using it for, but it doesn't deny your thumb access to it from any direction, but it's obvious that if it gets dropped, that it might touch the switch, but it doesn't activate it. Anti-roll, anti-slip, resistant body design, absolutely true. Even without the clip on here, which is really what makes it anti-roll, anti-stop, even with that taken off, the body is fantastic. It will roll, but it'll stop. Most flashlights, I hate that. I hate that design of like an overly circular body, and it just rolls off. Like they completely don't understand what people are going to use the flashlight for, I guess. But they thought about that. Side switch on the head. Let's go through this. So this is on what they call, I believe, outdoor mode, where you pull it out and turn it on, and it's just the bright turbo mode, the 960 lumens. You do a little quick click one more time, and now we have the strobe, the SOS feature. This is also a great self-defense feature. And then when you go one more, it goes into like an inspection mode for documents and whatnot. And I could never think of a better way to do that. It's intuitive, it makes sense, it's perfect. Those are the only three modes that I really ever use. So you can take it out, you hold down the button, and now it lets you know that you are on the increased brightness setting mode. So the absolute lowest, this is incredible too, really cool thing about the flashlight, 14 lumens, which is perfectly fine if it's really dark and you're just looking at some paperwork. 150 hours maximum runtime. And I would not bet my life on it, but I would bet you a little bit of money that it would go over 150 hours, just from my experience from how well this light performs. 14 lumens, 150 hours. That's great. So crank it up one more. We're at 50 lumens, and this will go for 38 hours. Medium, 180 lumens, 10 hours. High, 450 lumens, which is a lot. This is good. You could still use this in a tactical fashion if needed, if that's what your circumstance called for. You could do it. Go up one more, and we're at our turbo, 960 lumens, and you can run this intense, crazy light for an hour, 10 minutes. It will get hot. They also say they have a premium type 3 hard anodized anti-abrasive surface. I can attest to that. Very good, perfect to the palm. The feeling of the metal is incredible. The finish is really good. I don't know how good the lighting is showing through the camera here, but there's a little nick right there. That's probably from when it got dropped off of a roof. Right onto concrete, stayed on the whole time, didn't go out or anything. Worked really well for that. Toughened, ultra clear glass lens with anti-reflective coating. The tint on the glass is a little bit purple, just looking at it from a different angle. I don't know if that translates on the camera the way it is to my eye. Alright guys, I want to wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. There's a couple of things I wanted to add. The width is 1 inch. I've put this on a rifle before with a 1 inch attachment to the side on the right side of a rifle, and used it in that fashion, and it was really good that way. I'm probably going to order more of these and probably have 3 of them, one in the car, one that I carry, one on the rifle. Slightly blocky, and guys, like, I know it may look like it would be hard to carry, but it isn't. How it comes apart, the tail pops off. Here is the Fenix battery that I highly recommend, 2600, and this is an 18650, 3.6 volt, 2600 Fenix 18650 Li-ion battery. Alright, so that goes in there like that. This is an IntelliCharger, an i2, and when it is all the way charged up, they stop blinking and all 3 are lit up. Last thing I will tell y'all, this thing is light. The battery, I think, weighs more than the flashlight does. This is 3 ounces. This is so... it weighs nothing. When there's no battery in here, you can really tell how high quality the metal is, the aircraft aluminum that they use. It is so light. Alright everybody, if you want a great flashlight, you want the Fenix PD35. They're 70 bucks. You can get them on Amazon, you can get them on their website. They are great. Buy 1, buy 2, buy 3, buy 4, buy 1 as a gift. Everybody be safe. See ya.